I'm not a military person. This one is. I need to shout my own the way we civilians do. CMO.
Christ is our leader.
CMO.
Christ is our leader.
Christ is our leader.
CMO.
Let me start from just appreciating you. Just like he said when we started. When you come in here, you will think that this is a dinner. In fact, it was difficult for me to believe that this is just one parish. And I'd like to know from your chairman, what is your strength, the number, your CMO?
The numerical.
Yes, your numerical strength. Because what I'm seeing here is close to 1,000, if not more. Right? And let me start from the registration. I'm going to go in reverse order to how the president has spoken. First of all is that my name is John Maka from Ozobo, Ekusugo local government of Alaba State. The number that I'm seeing, this parish is supposed to come first in every convention, at least for the next 10 to 20 years. There are prices now for registration. The price for parish is 150,000 naira. It's to register the highest number of people, both inducted and non-inducted. And I'm surprised that St. Patrick's Alaba has not come in the equation first, second, or third with this kind of number.
They never registered before.
I don't think that
they have never registered before.
It is right. But one of the things I want to ask you to do, I'm sure that you are confined in this Alaba area. Once in a while, Potato will go to their female Lagos. Because that's where, you come and unwind. This place is business area. You can come over to Lagos in one of these conventions, especially this one, and come and unwind, come and have fun, and then come back to your business. Because every day we go on our knees to pray for people like you. Because I know that in this Alaba, I don't think there is any other place in this Lagos that government generates money more than it generates in Alaba. And if that is so, even those who are in government should be putting you in prayer so that you can be succeeding in whatever you're doing. So at the end of the day, they'll be getting what it is that they are getting. I want to encourage the chairman to please ensure that you set out maybe 4 persons to register everybody. There are some people who don't have smartphone that you can register on your own. If you can register on your own, it's a very easy thing. Get to the form, click the form, put your name, put whether if you come there, you like to have a mattress to sleep in the hostel, or you like to pay for a hotel. Because there are also hotel arrangements where you can sleep comfortably and attend to the convention. And in that convention, it's a 2-day event. The first day, which is on the 9th, on Friday, we have some liturgical activities. But the greater part of it is what we talked about, the lecture that is going to go on. And then the campfire, where you have about 4 cows roasted, that people can be eating and drinking and marrying and dancing. Now, one of the most important aspects of this year's convention is that it is focused on the family. It is focused on the family. He has told you about how some forces are trying to destroy the family and marriages. Maybe you didn't understand what he said by the percentage of women who have decided that they don't have anything to do with men because they have your artificial, what you're using to do your job, your machines. The women now buy them from the market. And so many of them now are saying, we don't need men. I hope your wives are not going to be amongst these people.
No.
Now, children, youth who are the future of the church, the future of the Catholic Church, are being destroyed. Our children are going to other churches because of the influences that they see. Our children are engaging in pornography in school. drug addiction. He told you that about 50% of your children, 7 years and above, that are going to school have experienced pornography. Some of them are being exposed to drugs. This particular convention is going to talk to men about the family, about pornography, about drug addiction that is trying to destroy the society, that is trying to destroy the church, that is trying to destroy the family. You don't know what your children are doing when you are not there. So many of us wake up, go to our businesses or go to work. You cannot imagine what your 7-year-old son is doing with your 5-year-old daughter. If you want to find out what is happening in your home, find a way and put a secret camera somewhere. And leave that secret camera to function for 1 month. Go back and watch it. You'll be shocked what you see and what you see your children turning into. It's important that we begin to attack those forces that want to destroy our children, and by that, destroy the church. You need to be in that convention to listen. Maybe after a while, we will do a photocopy of this paper and give to your chairman so that you can see the number of people that are coming to deliver talks on those areas that we are talking about. It is important that we register and come and see this, experience this. It will help us to control our families, control our children, so that this church that we are going to leave, they will take over and continue from where we stopped. Please, we are begging you. I don't want to tell you that I want to become a member of this parish. I'm going to become a member of this parish after the convention. By which time, I would have seen truly that St. Patrick's have come first in that convention. And we will celebrate you in that convention to show that yes, you have something like this. You have not come out before, but the banner have changed. The person who is the president of LACMON now have a different idea, different focus, especially for our men and our family. So it is a plea that we are making to you. Chairman, I'm sure that you have been seeing the information that is flowing from one platform to the other about this convention. Please help us to register your men, and first of all, not just winning the prize, bring them to come and hear what is happening in families that so many of them don't know. It is very, very important, because hearing those things and seeing them, and also seeing people who have been hooked, who have come out to say, I was doing this, this was how I was doing it. You will learn a lot. There is somebody who is a Catholic. He's a very popular person in Nigeria. I'm not going to mention his name. He was a cultist. He was into drug addiction. In fact, he was into drug to the extent that they did something and they were tried in court and sentenced to death. On the day of their execution, they have been put at the stake. The people who are going to fire them were here. He kept saying he didn't know what happened, that they were not executed. Today, he's alive, he's an artist, he's a very well-known person in Nigeria and beyond Nigeria. I don't, because if I mention his name, you will know him. That day, you will hear people like that tell you what they have done, even from when they were small. Your children that are in the university, if your child, a son of yours, or even a daughter of yours is in university now, you will not know whether that's your son or your daughter is into drugs. Because if you ask him or her, he will tell you that I'm not into all those things. But that is not enough. That is not enough at all. There is a meeting we had about 2 weeks ago. The revelation is one. If you want to know what is happening in your family, put a camera somewhere. You will be shocked what you see at the end of the month. Second one is, if you want to know that your children, whether your children are into drugs, find a way to say, in this family. 2, 3 times in a year, we are going to conduct medical tests. Nyaburi ihe in a family, you need to medical tests. You want to do those medical tests to ensure that your children are well. But there is a purpose for it. The purpose is that you want to, through their blood samples, dictate whether your son is into drugs. You will not tell him, you will not tell anybody. It's just a discussion between you and the doctor. The doctor will tell you the content of your child's blood. If your child is into drugs, there's no way that test will not expose it. And you may from that time begin to control what happens to your children. It's a convention that nobody must miss. I appeal to you, register, win the prize, come and learn how to take charge of your family, please. You continue to hear from us from time to time. If there are things we have forgotten to tell you, we will still go ahead to do that. Another thing that we want to appeal to you is that LACMON, current LACMON, wants to raise money. So we want to start raising money to have a place where we can begin to rehabilitate people who are already into this practice of drug addiction. Apart from that, we are also trying to raise money for a convention. There is the kind of money that we raise. Your parish, your deanery will not be asked to pay any more money during convention. But we need parishes like your own to assist us in helping to raise money. One of part of it is to register. The other part is already your chairman is going to hear what we suggested that we can raise as fund from this area to help the LACMON in planning their convention and that project. I don't want to take your time too much so that you can enjoy yourself.